So what is the hidden agenda behind releasing the Epstein Files? As Epstein died in 2019, what could be the purpose of bringing out big issues in 2026? Surely everyone want to know about this. So in today's video, I will expose the hidden agenda behind the Epstein Files. I am ALMAS Jacob, and you are watching The Real Reason Epstein Files Were Released. So during his election campaign, Trump told Christians, get out just this time. 4 more years, and after that, you won't ever have to vote again. Just watch this clip and look what Trump said.
Out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed, it'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You gotta get.
So what is going to happen in these 4 years? That Christians will never need to vote again. I will explain the reason later. But first, I want to draw your attention to something else. You remember the cover of the World Ahead 2026 by The Economist magazine and told you that in 2026, America will turn 250 years old. And the balloons which are shown there are not for celebration, but are symbols of Baal. When America's birthday is being mentioned, you can also see some red balloons. Balloons are directly related to children, not birthdays. The word balloon comes from Baal. In ancient times, children were sacrificed to Baal. Not only this, Baal was also connected to the golden calf that the Israelites made after coming out of Egypt. The worship of Baal continued in Israel and later spread around the world. You even saw its mention in the Commonwealth Games where they made a bull and people were bowing in front of it. So basically, balloons are connected to Baal. So that's why Iran made statues of Baal and burned them. Because the Epstein Files are all about Baal worship, the same Canaanite god Baal who demanded child sacrifices. The Economist magazine cover had already indicated that in 2026, the world would be told about child sacrifices to Baal. And this year, the Epstein Files have shaken the whole world. This did not happen by accident. It was already planned that these files would be released in 2026. But why now? You have to remember that the World Economic Forum has been saying since COVID that there is no going back to normal. The world will not return to how it was before, but will completely change. So the Epstein Files are part of the Great Reset. The Epstein list includes people from all fields around the world. Powerful people, corporations, institutions. If cases were filed against all of them and they were punished, the whole world system would collapse. This is not my claim. America's Attorney General Pam Bondi said that if everyone named in the Epstein Files were prosecuted, the whole system would collapse. I have often mentioned a book in my videos which says that before bringing their king to the world, the Jews will remove people's trust from their own institutions so that people themselves will demand a king. The name of that book is The Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. This book has always been called fake and fabricated, written by people who hate Jews. But today, we are seeing with our own eyes the same things happening that are written in that book. So has their Messiah, the Antichrist, already arrived, and will he soon announce his rule to the world? Only time will tell. But if you notice, Epstein is being shown as someone who is blackmailing the powerful elites of the world. He did not come forward himself, but he had connections with all these big people. They are presenting Epstein as a dangerous deep state Illuminati member, as if Epstein was the villain and everyone else was his victim. whom he blackmailed. Now they are showing it as if they have exposed the secret society devil worshippers. He is dead, everything is finished, game over. But the ones who control everything from behind the scenes never come in front. Just like in Big Brother, you only hear Big Brother voice but never see him. In the same way, Epstein was just their puppet. The real devil worshippers are still in power. Remember that Albert Pike, a 33rd degree Freemason, said that when people need a hero, we will supply one. That means whoever is shown as a hero will be one of their own Freemasons. Just as they can present anyone as a hero through the news media, for example. Trump, they can also present anyone as a villain and declare their own victory. In this story, Epstein is the villain and Trump is the hero who is supposedly exposing the elites and fighting the deep state, trying to create his own world order. They can make anyone a villain and anyone a hero. The biggest example is Syria's current president, Giuliani. The CIA had placed a $10 million reward for information about him. Now Giuliani has appeared before the world and become the president of Syria. Why don't they arrest him now? Now they wouldn't even have to pay $10 million. Just like they removed the president of Venezuela with the help of the American army, can't they remove Giuliani? Of course they can. But the reason is that the one who was once called a terrorist is now a hero. According to my analysis, they made Epstein the villain and washed their hands by saying that this was the 1% elite controlling the world from behind the scenes, the Illuminati, and now he is dead. Remember, they are never going to expose Satan. As Jesus Christ said, if Satan casts out Satan, his kingdom cannot stand. They never expose their own people. In the same way, the Epstein Files were not released to expose them. The purpose is only to destroy people's trust in major world institutions so that people will reject the system of presidents and prime ministers and demand one king, one savior, one messiah, and they will supply him. As I told you before, you will start hearing the word messiah again and again. Along with savior and messiah, you will also hear another word repeatedly, king. And when people demand a king, understand that they are talking about the anti-messiah, and the time has come. This is the reason the Epstein Files were released in 2026, because by 2030, there is already a deadline in the UN Sustainable Development Goals to establish a new world order, so we will meet again with another secret in another video. Until then, take great care of yourself. Goodbye.